one of my favorite people, Commie Mark.
Огонь на подавление! Враг сзади по левому флангу! Огонь! Прочь! Они...
In contrast, Russian elections are rigged. Political opponents are imprisoned or otherwise eliminated from participating in the electoral process. The result is an absence of checks and balances in Russia and the decision of one man to launch a wholly unjustified and brutal invasion of of Ukraine. Iraq, anyway.
And who needs Alan Moore when we have Commie Mark?
Огонь на подавление! Враг сзади по левому флангу! Огонь! Прочь! Они...
Ivan Drago. That guy's cool. He's huge. He's got big muscles. He can kill you with a one punch, and he lost to America.
I must break you.
He did kill Apollo Creed, though, so that's pretty based.
If he dies, he dies.
Very controversial.
Come and say g'day. I'll slip an extra shrimp on the barbie for you.
And I am starting to just become a big, huge Commie Mark fan. So.
Огонь на подавление! Враг сзади по левому флангу! Огонь! Прочь!
Oh, hello. Salam alaikum, bitches. It's me, Commie Mark, your friendly neighborhood communist. Joining me as ever, the secretary for the revolution. It's a lady's job, but, you know, here he is. It's stencil artist Jan. Greetings, comrade.
Dosadonia. No, I got that wrong. Was it Dosadonia?
Das Vizonia, something like that. Cool. What a great start. I'm just going to throw the others in because I hate this intro part. Piper's here as well.
We're having lasagna?
Yeah,
that's lasagna's coming in.
Awesome. Heck yeah.
I found out this week that you can buy Garfield branded lasagna. That's a thing, like, because of course it is in the capitalist world.
What, Garfield flavor or Garfield?
Garfield flavor the sauce.
That's just cat flavor. Go to any Chinese restaurant for. No, don't say that, Ian. We move on very quickly though.
Go on.
Why isn't cat food mouse flavor?
that is a good question.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
I
don't have an answer. And a special guest this week, Danger Vanessa is joining us to do this Comicsgate Iceberg. Welcome to the show, Vanessa. It's nice to have you here.
Hello, everybody. So, do you know that Tatiana Day is on the 25th, which falls on a Thursday? Why does Mother Russia do this to us and have a holiday on a Thursday?
For a minute, when you said Tatiana Day, I thought that was a person, like some kind of YouTube influencer. Apologies.
In the Soviet experiment, one of the things that they tried was changing time, like not to make time go faster or slower or whatever, but you know, like they tried out a 5-day week, like to reorganize stuff on metric. But you know, time's based on the planets and stuff in it. What a cool conversation. That's definitely what people came here for. Just checking with
not as cool as the conversation about absolute zero.
Yeah, that's the
full conversation.
Yeah. I'm glad everybody saw what I did there.
Yeah. Hosman says the iceberg goes deep. It does. Like there's going to be a lot of stuff to talk about. Doug is here. Hello. Comics as well says hi. Comicsgate. Robert Romano says nice. Let's play Tetris. I love that opening. Like it's one of my favorite things what I made. Matt Cisco's here as well. Hail Comrade says Citizen Ronan. Oh, lots of people showing up. That's great.
Can I throw to the chat very quickly?
Go on.
Doug35 said this is not going to end up like the Vanessa Awards, is it?
What, as the most hated thing in Comicsgate for 2 weeks? We'll try to do our best.
Oh yeah, like I think we'll avoid that. Like if we can, like that. Yeah. So
no,
all right.
You don't want people like 3 EFAPs of your award show?
God.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
what is this scene without EFAPing? Come on now.
Other people's videos and streams is where the rest of us get our content, isn't it?
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Chat is going. All right. So since I brought the show back, one of the things I've been doing is through the week, like making a note of all the observations that I made that I wanted to say, but were too like spicy to say in real life. So I saved them all up and say them here, right? Like, but the list is quite short this week because I didn't even think about what to talk about that much because I came up with the idea days and days ago, and this is gonna make itself. So the first one, a couple of weeks ago, remember we talked about Barner's Watch. We're not going to talk about this thing for that long, but I was watching another thing from like when we were young or whatever. Jan will know this show. I don't know if you Americans will. It's called Supermarket Sweep. Like it's a game show.
No, we got that. Yeah.
Okay, so I was watching this with my child because I'm trying to give him the same shows that I watched as a child to give him like a similar worldview or whatever. I don't know if that's going to work. But this, what I'm about to show you now, this happened, like, and it just made me laugh so much. Listen to what he says to her.
Can y'all hear
Can you hear it? Because I can't hear it.
I can't hear it. That's what's so funny.
Wait, so y'all, okay, wait, yeah,
listen to what he says here. I can't hear nothing.
Okay, all right, take 2. We'll fix that in post.
Excuse me, what's all this?
It's not even this part,
What is all this? You look like you're demonstrating a caravan on bullseye. Honestly, it's unbelievable, but you're lovely, and you've got the 25 quid and the 10 seconds, and you've got a lovely cuddly body you have. You're lovely, you are. Well done. And you're not out of breath at all. You're well.
I'm so fit, Dale.
You are.
He said to her face, "Oh, you've got a lovely cuddly body. Oh, and you're not even out of breath." Like, how more obviously can you call someone fat to their face, like, without them even noticing? Look, just like, yeah.
And 25 quid richer, which is.
I thought that was
and he's
pretty
copping a feel as well. If you check, he's going for the
He
high
was sitting there calling her fat in a million different ways the entire time. Started with the box of whatever that is, chocolate or whatever. And just, he went on the fat comments the whole time.
I know, but wouldn't you prefer cuddly body over chunky monkey?
If those are the only two options,
No, I mean,
like,
there's worse
I'm
options
surprised.
out there.
Oh yeah, there's worse things he could have said.
I'm surprised
I
they
don't
didn't
know if
call
those
it
worse
bubbly.
things could get on TV.
It's true.
The whole you're not even out of breath, like.
Baz says he's gay. Like
Oh, yeah.
Comicsgate gay or like
No, I think like actually gay, and that's why he
actually
gets away with it.
okay.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I'm not trying to
Actually
cop a
gay.
feel. I'm just accidentally copying a feel.
He was very high up on the old up here. He was getting up
So
there.
it's like under boob.
Yeah, but he's a homosexual. Yes, isn't he, Dale?
Yeah, he probably didn't even realize he was
yeah,
copping a
100%.
feel. He probably just it was a roll.
You're just getting up close and personal with that cuddly body.
And it was also mildly interesting to watch this show from 1998 and see how much like washing up liquid was like in those days, you know. 'cause
That's why I hate watching even our American supermarket sweep. I hate watching that old stuff because I'm like, that's bullshit right there.
I don't remember it, but I watched a TV show. I can't remember. It was some American TV show, and looking back on it, it still amazes me. The shopping trolleys, they were going around smoking, and they had ashtrays on the shopping trolleys.
Oh, holy crap. That had to have been old.
It must have been like from the 70s or something, I'm guessing. But yeah, the women are walking around and they're smoking in the supermarket, and they had ashtrays on the shopping trolley. I was like,
Ooh, wow. I don't think I've even seen that before. I believe it though.
That would have been amazing. But yeah, sorry.
All right. The other thing that drew my attention this week was this story about a man who went to jail for cutting off his dick. Like, because apparently cutting off men's genitals, it's against the law.
Wait.
Like,
so he removed somebody else's.
I'm glad we're on the same level, Piper, because that was my question.
Yeah, I was gonna say the way Mark said it made it sound like he went to jail for cutting off his own, but the way the headline reads is he cut somebody else's off.
well, so it's much deeper than that.
Oh, nice.
No.
The eunuch maker.
The guy is called the eunuch maker, and it's like he runs this website where they like do pay-per-view dick lopping offs, and he only paid him 500 quid to chop his dick off, so we'll have no problem. I don't like. I've seen that in super chats this week, like on some channels. And to chop off someone's dick.
Oh my god.
So Doug 35 is saying Vanessa's getting excited. That is not true, sir. I care about men's health around here in CG. I tell you to check your prostate, not to cut your dicks off. What in the world is going on?
So
Vanessa, that's
this
gonna
guy
get clipped.
offered other men money to dismember his dick, but also this website records it and sells it as porn.
That can't be legal,
And
surely.
he also throws his own leg off to claim disability benefits, which is outrageous.
Oh, man.
Well,
I think he qualifies, and not just for the leg part, though.
Why doesn't he just pretend he's got a bad back like everybody else does?
Hustling says, if I'm playing mine off, you have to pay me $1 million.
Yeah, but instead, this is a dude that paid somebody else to right as a villain name.
Wait, no, we have something here, Commie Mark. We have a villain name, Eunuch Maker. We need to somehow try to make this work. And then sell it to North Korea to get you banned again in North Korea.
I'm already in enough trouble in North Korea.
No, we got to keep on going. You have to let the comrades know, hey, there's this bad guy called Eunuch Maker. He cuts off Wheaties. He cuts off the man pieces. He cuts off hammers. What other words do we have for Dick Piper? Cocks.
Yeah, is it the twig and berries or just the twig though?
I mean, we could talk about. Well, I mean,
Hang on, yeah. So you raise an interesting question right there. When this guy gets his penis cut off, does he take the testicles as well? Because, like, just a pair of dangling testicles would look weirder than being smooth like a Ken, wouldn't it? Right?
I've got this weird thing about, like, is it a bag for life? I'm just thinking, does he just pop the penis in the top, the testicles in the ball sack, give it to you, and when it wears out, you take it back to the shop, you get another one to replace the one you've worn out.
What the fuck?
What if they showed up to like NHS and was like, "Look, I had an accident. Nurse, look what happened."
The thing is, the real hypocrisy of this story is that it's illegal to cut off men's penises, but like you can go to the doctor and ask him to cut off your penis.
Well, I think that's the thing, is this dude just wasn't licensed. He needed a medical license before he became the eunuch maker. Then he would have been all clear.
So if he would have got his education, got whatever degree he needed to have, and still had this website, but it's followed by MD or whatever initials that people use, general practice, your GP.
Yeah, and there's the right paperwork
GP.
happens.
And then we're just gonna cut the weedy whackers off.
GP.
There it is.
There you go.
Eunuch Maker GP. We're writing this all for you.
Well.
Yeah, we're writing this all.
You know
for
what's
you,
funny? I started typing into Google "do eunuchs," and it already filled in "do eunuchs have balls" for me as the number one. That was the number one. That was the number one search for "do eunuchs" is "do eunuchs have balls?"
So what's the answer?
They would typically have their testicles removed, and in some situations would have the penis removed as well. The removal of both was known as emasculation. So apparently, eunuchs were eunuchs because they got their balls chopped off.
Yeah, ballless rather than dickless. I suppose it's as functional at stopping you from breeding, right?
I believe in Egypt they used to do that, and then for some reason, if it was a certain age, it would make you grow massively, like you'd be 7 foot tall. Something would happen to your body, and you'd become a huge giant of a man. There's something to do with becoming a eunuch, because they used to do that a lot back then for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, it would do something to you, make you a huge person.
How are we again turning this into a science class?
How does that turn into a huge hold up?
Because probably hormones are out of whack because they don't have balls to make testosterone. So they're probably probably all jacked up.
There is a conspiracy theory that Michael Jackson's dad cut his balls off, like to retain his high voice. There is a name for it. Like,
cut his own balls off. He had to mic the train.
I didn't hear what he said. The train was going past.
I said, did Michael Jackson's dad cut his own balls off?
No. Like the conspiracy is that he was chemically castrated, like as a teenager, so it wouldn't. So his balls wouldn't drop, basically, like and to protect his voice. We've got a super chat from Charlie's London. GP gouging penis. It sounds like it's got like a hook on the end or something, like a slug's dick. slugs have projectile penises and it, like that they launch out like arrows to stick into the female slugs that also have penises that shoot back because they have penises and vaginas and it, like so they like try and bullseye each other.
We are all sorts of off.
It says that most eunuchs end up more feminine because of that. Because
lack of testosterone, because they don't got no balls.
Not huge, instead smaller. Like their muscle growth changes to like, woo.
Okay, that's going to be a
Charlie,
weird part.
I triggered Charlie in the chat with the Michael Jackson stuff.
I knew you were gonna. That's why what I said was he, and then I stopped. Bruh. Balls deep.
The other thing that I have on my notes before we get into the iceberg thing is so you remember last week we had like a big triptych of dramas here in CG, you know, the July stuff, the Yellow Flash stuff, the Dungeoneer stuff, all like in a row. And then it was like, oh great, what do we talk about on the show? I don't really want to talk about any of those things. We needed something lighter. So we talked about the Israel and Palestine conflict. And,
that's your lighter. Your lighter.
There was nothing else to talk about. That was the only option. And
like we're going to talk about militaries bodying other militaries. We got the United States military with the UK bodying Yemen right now, the Houthi rebels. Yeah, we can talk about geopolitical stuff. Sure.
Well, the record shows that the audience did not like that at all, and I lost more subscribers off that stream than I gained in 2023 in the entire year. Like off one stream, like deleted a year's worth of work. I didn't really do that much work last year, but you know what I'm saying. Go on. Yeah.
Do you think that's because you didn't take one side or the other, or do you think it was because we were pro one side or the other? Because I thought we were quite balanced.
Yeah, I deliberately tried to keep it. It wasn't even really about that, was it? It was about the weaponization of identity politics, and the SJWs waking up to it as a reality, as a weapon that could be used against them.
Mm.
Yeah.
It might have been a bit highbrow.
Charlie's for 199 says a slug is a snail who lost the house in a divorce.
Or like Doug 35 just said, more like people here to avoid that.
Yeah, I remember last week there was like complaints in the chat about why are y'all doing politics.
But
I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting to be able to mute Snuggy Jr.
Back to the
on X. We're gonna just mute him. This is my pastime during an American election year. Like, what members of Comicsgate do I need to start muting for 2 months?
Mm.
Mm.
And then after Thanksgiving, while I'm feeling grateful, start unmuting people. But like, okay, hopefully they calm down.
That's nice of you to do that.
Yep, Alex VRB says more politics. We're trying to get away.
I was talking to one of my colleagues at work, and he said, "What are you up to tonight?" And I was like, "Oh, we're talking. We're both at work, and we're both at work tomorrow." But he said, "What are you doing tonight?" I said, "Oh, I'm doing a show on the internet." And he's about 58, maybe knocking on 60. And he goes, "Oh, what do you mean?" I said, "Oh, like a live show where you talk to people." He's like, "Oh, what, like a Zoom chat?" And I was like, "Yeah, kind of, but it's streamed on the thing." He said, "What's it about?" And I thought, there's no way I could explain this. There's no way.
That's a great segue. That's like what this video can function as. Like we can build like a refresher course of Comicsgate lore or whatever. Like that's how this will kind of work, hopefully. So first of all, I should check, is everybody like familiar with the concept of the iceberg meme? Like you've seen these memes before in other contexts, I assume.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm good.
Alright.
I don't know
Cool.
about this chat though.
Yeah, all right. So Jan, do you want to explain it to the chat?
What it I'm trying to write a bit in the thing, but okay. What it is that there's parts which are seen, unseen. So it'd be like the iceberg. Top of the iceberg is this is Texas in the summer, and then the rest of it is, but this is Texas in the winter when it's like -20, and everyone thinks that Texas is really hot and warm all the time. Is that good?
That
analogy?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. So I'm trying to write it in here. So.
Yeah, so like an iceberg, only a small portion of it is above the water and can be seen from outside. So the things that will go at the top of the iceberg are things that not everybody, things that people outside of Comicsgate know about Comicsgate. And then things like near the surface would be things that everyone in Comicsgate like knows about, like the really big iconic kind of things. And then the more obscure a thing is, the further down it is on the
like the more of an inside joke it is.
Yeah,
the further
exactly.
down it goes.
That's what
Pardon?
I said about Texas. Texas being hot, and then in the winter it gets quite cold in places. But people don't know that about Texas.
Okay. I think it was jumbled because we're also talking about an iceberg. Like,
Is it about Liz Truss only lasting as long as an iceberg lettuce? That's such an English joke. Only about 5 people will ever get that. But carry on.
Willie's here. Hello. All right. So for me, the most obvious thing that I thought of straight away is the kumquat like drama that happened. Which, of course, for people who don't remember, is when Mike S. Miller was lecturing about not doing digital comic books because people will steal them, and then paused in his lecture to pull out a little plastic bag and steal kumquats off his neighbor's tree, which is hilarious enough on its own. But it kind of blew up into a whole meme where people were ordering kumquats and stuff. I think.
Yeah, man, that kumquat thing lasted a while.
We could bring that back. That was a good time.
It was.
It's definitely one of the good ones, like a happy and cheerful thing. And I think that almost everybody in CG knows about kumquats. So I'm gonna put it quite close to the top.
Yeah,
But
put it pretty close.
another example, what I should have really started with is the catchphrase of "grab an oar." This is a really good one. Because it's motivational, an actual good advice.
You might want to make the ones under the water white.
Yeah, you might be right. Let's try it.
Put a drop shadow on them.
I did already. Yeah, that was right. So, people in the chat, if you've got any suggestions, let's be hearing them. Vanessa, I'm going to come to you first for a suggestion. You got some?
So for something that's more people outside of CG knowing about, because we always this always comes up in arguments, is the Wikipedia page.
That's a good one. I'm gonna put it like closer to the bottom of the thing though, because hardly any of our detractors even go to the Wikipedia page. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you have to be all. The problem
It tends to be like a noob or somebody who just heard about Comicsgate, and then of course what do we do in 2024 when we want to start researching something? We throw it into Google, it pops up, and it's the Wikipedia page.
Yeah, still is, and it's still amazingly out of date.
I know in 2020 that page was highly contested amongst the Wikipedia writers. It was hilarious, actually, because you could go into a Wikipedia document and see all the edits. And in 2020, they were getting down. People were going in, editing, unediting, having arguments because they have like a forum within Wikipedia to like talk about how to get accurate data on any article they have on that website. So 2020 was a hot year for that website.
Like a few years ago, I really looked into what it would take to manipulate like that page, and the real difficulty comes in getting like good source, reputable sources. Like not that the sources that they use are particularly reputable, like the Hollywood Reporter or something like that. Like it's that level of journalism. Like we need to have Comicsgate articles done by establishments of that sort of a level, like so then they can be added. You know what I mean? Carbon Heart says Wikipedia is brigaded by leftists. It's a lost.
Yeah.
Every year they ask me to donate more money to them, and I'm like, you won't even allow me to edit. You won't even give me a login to try to edit any of your stuff. And you're now, I used to, back in the day, I used to give them a little bit of money every year, like 10 years ago or something. And then 6 years ago, before CG, they were like, yeah, we don't think we want you to be around here. God, forever.
Imagine if the AI that they make that controls the world is as stupid as Wikipedia. That'd be bad. I have an Alexa in my house, and she's fucking stupid. Like, can't answer like basic questions. I asked her. I said, Alexa, what is the spice of life? She didn't know the answer. Like, you can test that.
What did it say?
I can't remember. Something about actual spices. Like, she just didn't understand the question at all.
All right, chat, you could be honest with us right now. How many of your guys' Alexas just like turned on? It was like, what would you like? Hopefully everybody's headphones.
Human is the spice of life. So
Spice Girls is spice of life.
Yeah, there we go.
Piper, I'm coming to you next. It's your turn. Like, give us a thing that people know about CG.
How far back are we going?
Well, we've got all the way down here. Like, that's an interesting thing. Like, that people have been here for a different amount of time. Like, so there will be things
like since the beginning times. That's pretty far back. I don't know if there's enough room on the iceberg.
Back in the day.
Or my brain. Shoot. Okay, so one of my favorite ones is Fix This Now, Ethan.
Is what? I didn't hear what you said.
Is the Fix This Now, Ethan?
Oh, Fix This Now, yeah. That's a good. So for me, this is quite fix this one I've put. This is because I'm thinking while I'm typing. This is like a big thing, like but it might be from so long ago that a lot of people don't know what it is.
That's
Like
why I asked how far back we go, because I can go back.
We're
farther
going
than that.
deep.
Woo!
So are you talking about secrets that we would know and other people don't know? Or you just talking about things that people wouldn't know much about?
No, I'm still thinking of stuff that made its rounds over like CG hashtag Twitter and
Yeah.
shit, like that anybody could see.
Yeah.
But it's
like,
still pretty far back because they just stick in my brain as being a fun time. I guess really funny.
Okay, so to answer your question, Jan, like we are going to try and avoid things like that. But right down here near the bottom, I'm going to put the words hex box, like, and just not explain it. Like, and then people who know what that's about, like, well done, like, like a deep down thing. You get me? All right, so Jan, it's your turn. Oh, let's do one from the chat. Like, Miller didn't burn his kid's comic. He did. He definitely did. Like, and you can hear him saying, "No, that's my comic book," like over the top.
Yeah, you can. There's a whole recording and everything.
Because Charlie and I did a revenge one of those where we were going to burn. I don't know if anybody remembers us doing.
I remember what you were about to say.
Yeah, when we did a whole dramatic, we saw you, Mike, because I'm quite a Mike Miller fan, but I was like, Mike, I remember what you did. I'm gonna burn it, and I opened up the fire in our old flat with my version of his book, and I threw it in there, and I went, it's an electric fire. And all it did was bounce off the fake plastic fire in the background.
Yeah, and that's what you remember on the Best Career campaign. One of the tiers was a burn a book tier.
Oh yeah,
where people paid $11 or whatever for me to just burn a copy instead of sending it to them. That's what that was a reference to as well.
The weird thing is, back then we used to. I know people like Mike and Ethan were like going at it, but it was still kind of a bit friendly in a way, and we were all like having a laugh about stuff. Now everything's so
then it got
serious.
Yeah, then it got. Oof.
So Hossman in the chat says, "I have no idea what fix this now refers to."
Somebody else did explain it already, though.
Oh, did they? Must have been reading.
I like the excuse that little kids just say things, and it's like, well, what would have been a good parenting idea? Maybe not doing that in front of your kids and record it and post it. Like, if that's the problem.
Yeah, he was saying that's mine. I suppose that is true. Like,
yeah, I'll give you that. And he
certainly, if Mike S. Miller is your father, then I'm sure like you're going around claiming all kinds of things.
That's true. That's true. You're gonna say
you're gonna learn that behavior very quickly.
That's mine.
I
just don't think that that's any better. Like, I don't think that's a better defense because, like, you're still doing that in front of a kid.
Yeah, and to be fair, his child has got learning difficulties, so I don't want to be like going on like picking on the kid. He's a kid.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just saying that the kid.
I always say, let's beat up kids. They can't defend themselves.
Should have been involved in the video.
I became all righteous and all like central London Islington. Then I was like, oh my god, we can't do this because the children got learning difficulties. I apologise for that. I went out of CG completely then.
There was this one great suggestion from Brian Christgau in the chat. Like,
can we spell it LOL suit? All suit.
I'm just going to put lawsuit because that includes both the trademark business with Preston Porter and the Mark Wade stuff.
There we go. I think that one should hang out at the
I
top.
think both of those are things that broke like into the mainstream or whatever.
Yeah.
Like and we should probably put EVS right here at the top. He is the most famous thing, and most people use EVS and Comicsgate synonymously. That's one of the issues with Eric July not naming Ethan as like the person that he's talking about. That he opens it to all of Comicsgate, and now we're all under attack on it. Like, just say the name of the person that you're talking about. Like,
say his name.
What else?
Just say, what's that name? Martha, Ethan. What's that name? Say that name? What's Ethan?
Oh, somebody has to do that, surely.
All right, whose turn is it now?
Matt Barr says he doesn't lie as much as Liam. That's definitely true. Oh, and Smiller chopping up that frog. Should we just do a whole run of Smiller things? Because otherwise, the entire thing's going to be covered with it. Go on, yeah.
Can I just quickly say,
Miller's an LOL count.
Matt just reminded me of when Liam went into that off license and drank that bottle of vodka.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that
Just
was
like,
early, Liam.
Yeah, just took it off the thing, and everyone was like, "What the fuck is he doing?" But Australia, they're all just crazy over there. So he may have just been like, "Who knows?" That may have been just his mate's shop. Who knows what was going on there?
Oh, there's like so many like potential Liam things, isn't there? Like to go on the list.
There's not enough.
Like, but so if you was to sum up like the entirety of the Liam drama, like in one moment, it's, you know, that image of him walking on the beach by himself, all sad and lonely. Like, that's the one like that encapsulates every one of his things.
You were doing a mic thing. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Oh yes, I was saying there's so, like Liam, there's so many mic things as well in it. Like there's the box cutter thing. Like I think that's the first like mic thing that I ever saw. Like you know, like it makes like some vague threat and then pushes up and his Stanley knife, we would call it here.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a great one from Perf Comics.
Another one of my favorites. Yeah.
Suggested this. And this one is going to be near the top, because it's a moment like where people from outside paid attention to. So I'm gonna put that.
Yeah, I would probably put it right. Yeah.
With a confused Dan Fraga also on that call.
Yeah.
Just looking like, why is this guy still talking? Shut up.
Yeah, like I watched it again, like because someone linked it in the thing, and he has so many chances to leave, like, but just wants to stick around, like. It's weird.
I think he'd been either on the Source or on the Smoke, one of the two before that. So,
or it could be two of the two. You don't know.
Could be. I don't know. I'm not his dad. I don't know what he does.
Perf Comics says the lawsuit also caused a lot of people to tune out of Zach when he quit and during the pandemic. That's I think demonstrably true. Like in the numbers, like a lot of people were. For a lot of people, that was their entry point, and it like through the lawsuit and through your boy Zach. Vanessa, give us one. Let's have one of you.
All right. Do you want to do the comedy? What you call it? Comedy Central interview that your boys acted.
Oh,
That's a great idea. Even that forced adversity twat made a video out of that, didn't he? Remember? Like, that's certainly higher. Jim Jeffries, I think.
Oh God! When you got that haircut.
Yeah, that haircut was terrible. and to think this guy turned down Joe Rogan because he was looking for an apartment in New York City. I was like, you should have taken the Joe Rogan interview that, because at least Joe Rogan would have treated you like a human being.
Yeah. It wouldn't have been edited, and it would have.
No,
it's like the show just long. You would have got it.
Yep.
I was just thinking about how I've seen that Comedy Central thing used as a justification for Zach not doing live streams, but when we've come back to it now, I'm realizing that already he wanted to not do a live stream in it and would rather make a video, and that's what backfired. If he'd have done it live with Joe Rogan, then that wouldn't have.
And Joe Rogan would have loved him. How in the heck is Joe Rogan going to treat a 2-time combat veteran bad on his show? Maybe he wouldn't agree with Zach with stuff, but at least he'll have that base respect.
Yeah. But he should have known with Comedy Central, if he doesn't say something intentionally funny, they're going to mess with it to make it funny.
Yeah.
To them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I did a video about already about the Comedy Central thing, and the deceptive editing. There's an Australian guy who the same thing happened to him, but he'd also recorded the actual interview, so was able to show how it was manipulated and out of context and stuff.
What I would always say to anybody regarding anything like this is always have one of your people standing there filming it from the side. They don't have to be on just literally with a phone. And as long as you've got that and you say to them, are you aware that we now have a recording of this? They can't do shit, because if they do, you can take them to court. Or in the UK, I'm sure you can do that in America as well. But if you don't have that, you're screwed. Pretty much, they can do whatever they want. So,
Doug says about Doug TenNaples' board, which again at the time huge,
but that made it
it's
into
definitely not this high up, is it?
On the one wheel,
I put it lower. Yeah, but it did make it into the Camel Moon cartoon stuff.
It did.
Mm-hmm. Camel's haram now. It's a little Muslim joke for you.
It's going to be thrown off a building. I won't go any further than that.
Matt Cisco says mayonnaise on Ribbit coin.
Remember that? Oh my goodness. That was such a long well, I mean, there's one thing also with Comicsgate time is not real time.
Yeah.
Because that was probably 2019, the Ribbit coin thing. That feels like that was a decade and a half ago,
right?
I think Nixon was president back then.
Oh, was this pre-Watergate or post-Watergate Nixon?
It feels like it, doesn't it?
My favorite thing about the Ribbit coin is when EVS went on a stream with Vicky, I think the first time that she ever did a stream, and he showed up dressed like P.T. Barnum.
That was great.
That was my favorite part.
Which then leads me on to another thing, which I won't type pin yet because I've got a clip to demonstrate it. Any second now. Hang on.
Everybody wants Polter's video.
Hey.
This.
Oh.
Umology, they call me gay because of what I was wearing.
It's fine, man. I accept you, however you are. I really accept LGBT plus.
Well, I mean, I don't think what I was wearing was gay at all, and I thought I was cool. I thought I looked like a rock star, but these guys, they're very critical of me lately. They don't always like my clothing, and where I shop and all that stuff. But I don't care.
Wow.
So yeah,
God, I love that.
I want to add to the list Ethan's fashion in it.
Yeah.
Because he always shows up with them outfits. Like he's got come out in some bangers. Like there's one I remember he was wearing for a while of like a beret with sunglasses, and he looked like a Caribbean communist dictator or whatever. Like that looked pretty sick.
Yeah. He had one where he looked like he was the leader of some Scottish rebellion. I don't know what type of thing he had going on. That was hilarious. But no, the gay Liberace tyrant outfit, that was definitely one of my faves.
Robert, the trademark trial is covered under lawsuits.
We got the Timcast thing as well. Like that was certainly good for publicity. Like I don't know that inside CG really had much traction. I don't know. Anyone got an opinion on that?
It was cool, but
my opinion is I wish Ethan would do 3 of those a year.
Yeah.
Just
only
for
if
the
he
PR.
wears, only if he wears his
if he
trademark
brings back the Liberace tyrant freaking outfit, that'd be outstanding too. He hasn't really been doing much of that stuff in a while, has he?
What?
Like he's
going on?
Going like wearing weird outfits. Like he would put like a wig every now and then on, but
yeah,
I don't think he's done one of those in a while.
He's not been outrageous.
Yeah, he needs to bring that back.
Yeah, we want more of that. Matt Barr asks, is the Last Krishna Kid cover being colored? Not yet. Still waiting. But yeah, Matt Barr did the third cover in his little trilogy. It's pretty sweet. It might be my favorite one of the lot. I do like the Balrama Snake one. I don't know, it's tight. Korean manga. That's one, I guess.
Yeah. I saw
I think
there was
a lot more famous than the vodka incident, and it that's. I think more people know about that because it's also tied in with like the JDA getting kicked off of Kickstarter, getting kicked off Indiegogo drama, so it gets recycled more like as a meme or whatever, and some dope things.
Somebody in the chat did put, have we covered Testify? I don't even know where you would add in Testify HD
It's
into
already
this
covered
at all.
with about 6 feet of dirt.
Damn! Is this how we coming out? Shit! I was about to say put him in the clouds amongst the heavens. Like he left this realm of existence. You're just like 6 feet under. Like, dang.
I've been holding that in for years.
My gosh.
I've been trying to be nice for years.
I was like, he's dead, Piper.
Yeah, that was cathartic. I think it's not too soon anymore. That's why I figure it's okay now.
No, I'm with you. It's fine. You can say that.
It's been a long enough time, right? I can.
There's no
Matt
too soon.
Matt Cisco, I got you, bro.
Poor Fragger, Hossman says. Yeah, Fragger's great. Like, it's a shame what happened with him. Mr. Dong says Robo Chode. I know what that is. Do all three of you know what that is as well?
Yes.
Yes.
Christ, I think that was when we were like on. I think we were still using like BBC micros back then, Commodore 64s type of thing. Well, it's horrible echo.
Oh yeah, the fudge rant definitely has to be. Even though that's pretty far back, that has to be.
The Robo Chode thing for me, like, is saved in my brain as a cluster with the Mark Brooks drama, because Mark Brooks copyrighted the name Robo Chode. He copyrighted it. Like, I'm sure that's a fact.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. He was so proud of himself.
Still an echo.
I'm going to
There
include
is.
that. Might make it better.
Oh. Piper, is there still an echo?
I think it's fine. Yep, I think it's good.
No.
Yeah.
I'm so far back in the chat, like people are still talking about Joe Rogan and the Comedy Central.
So I thought you were playing chat roulette or something. Then the way you went quiet, but
yeah, just whipping, just chopping my dick off for $500 super chats or whatever. Like,
good grief,
that's going $500. It's worth more than that. You need to get at least 501. Yeah,
like,
so you can say over $500.
The testicle skin alone is worth over $500. Like, you could build a tent out of that. Like, if you wanted to. I don't know why you'd want to. Corey Martin's here. He says, "Hi everyone." Hey everyone.
Weirdly, sorry if I may very quickly on the testicles. I'd swear that when I was younger, we used to watch a lot of westerns because it was on TV a lot. The old like John Wayne westerns. I'm sure they used to talk about. They're not like talk about like this is the main thing of these films, but they used to like their coin purse were like buffaloes ball sack. I could have sworn that was a thing. I'm sure somebody in the chat will say yes or no on this, but I'm sure back in the day they used to cut off the ball sacks and use them as coin purses.
That's amazing.
Wait, what? How did we?
What?
I was trying to figure out how. Wait, how did we get here? How did
this is full circle? We'll probably full circle it at least 2 or 3 more times.
Yeah.
I believe in us, Piper.
That's why they call it a coin purse.
Yeah. Oh, people are saying yes, truth, yeah, and yeah. I could have sworn they used to do. They were like, yeah, this is an authentic like buffalo testicle coin purse.
Oh my god! I'm not reading the
Is
chat
someone
no more.
Googling it? I'm sure if you want to find one, Etsy is probably the place to go.
Oh, you know what? Come on, Google.
It's probably worth a load of money now, one of those. It's probably worth like $500. Oh god, now I'm going back to the $500 again.
See, it comes around.
Why is it when I put in buffalo balls, first thing that pops up is recipe? Bruh. No.
See, this is just the redistribution of ideas we had earlier on the show.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep on redistributing this a couple more times.
So this one has to go on there, really. The the drama between War Campaign and that. Like, I'm sure Piper's laughing at testicles. Like, do you have an image to share with the class?
Too many. There's too many. There's an Amazon list that's calling it I mean, I can.
Are we gonna get a strike like for showing a purse?
Possibly. As long as it doesn't have the peen still connected to it like a handle, like you hold it.
All right, I'm gonna put it in like, and if I see a cock, we're gonna take it straight back out again. Like, get ready.
This ship's from the UK. This one.
Oh,
fuck.
Not as rude as I expected.
But no, what buffalo scrotum Etsy?
That does look great, actually.
Yeah. There was a listing that was like, if you want the summer ones, they're smaller and less hair. If you want the winter ones, they're bigger with more hair. And I'm just like, bison. Yeah, Etsy has a fuck ton.
Called it. All right, we've got a lot of things.
Wait.
Did you find a better one?
It's just that same. It's that one brand. Coin purse, testicle sack.
All right, you're reminding me.
Oh goddamn! Look at this though.
I'm thinking, Mark, you might be getting a bit close to the.
Yeah. This does remind me though of, like, you know, all of that Hey Mike stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a lot.
Oh, we haven't put Hey Mike on there yet?
No, not yet. Not
Oh
yet.
shit, we should have put.
People in the chat are talking about Preston Poulter as well. Like,
they want that on there bad.
That I think that's quite high. Like,
what's that guy doing now? Is he still around?
Well, he's part of the lawsuits, so I'm sure.
But he's bigger than just the that drama in it. It's the, you know, he's more adult content. Like, that's the thing that gets him on there again. Hello, Angela Curry, if you're still here. I think so, probably. Like, someone definitely sent me a still from it, like, when they were recommending subjects or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be on Vicky's channel. Did Ethan simulcast that on his too?
I don't think so. I'm sure that I watched it live. Like, I'm not sure. I don't remember. Phil Deere says, "Oh hell, Hexbox made the list. This is legit."
Well, you're getting close to the chat demanding that the dark roast gets put on this.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Also,
that definitely broke into mainstream, and it like because it was part of the Comedy Central hit piece. Like, it was included in there. When I remember him saying, like, "Oh, is it all right to call women cum dumpsters?"
I think the stuff on the top's gonna be easier to read if it's in black.
Yeah, I agree, but I can change it.
Time. Can you do it all? It's like the master of MS Paint or whatever this is.
No, but I'll fix it in post.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Daddy Can't Rape Us All. Like,
What about all the songs?
Yeah, should we change that to EVS musical talents? Because I know Jan is a big fan of EVS's music, right?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
We're cramming a whole lot, like, right here. Is there anything that...
There's Dark Roast, Dark Roast.
That's how I know Ethan from his music musical
Oh
album.
yeah, Fudge needs to go on there. Don't tell about Fudge.
Edwin Boy. Do you know I'd actually forgotten about Edwin? Somehow. Do you remember when he shaved his beard off? Because I'm assuming he had to wear a respirator or mask or something for work, and it came back completely a different colour. Do you remember that? It was really dark. He shaved it all off. It came back white.
He probably did hair for men, or just for men. Colored his beard.
Yes.
Maybe. Yeah, the Fudge one, like the idea of Fudge lives on long past the memory of Edwin Boyette, and it like still hear people use Fudge like as a descriptor or whatever. What happened to Fragger? Oh, it's just really late, because it's busy doing
his day job.
Yeah. And Fragger directed seasons 2 and 3 of the Ricky Gervais show cartoon, which is one of my favorite things. Like, I like that as much as comic books itself, if not more. The Pit Omnibus. That was a drama, but I think we can maybe
But was it funny?
combine it into like we'll put that inside the whole circle of Dungeoneers drama or whatever. It's part of it, which is high at the moment because it's current, but I don't know if it's gonna have the same level of fame as some of these other things. We'll
Mr. Don says, "Why don't you make the image in the background bigger?"
Ah, what a brainiac. There you go. Let's move some of these down a bit as well.
Fix this now should probably go down since a lot of people didn't know what that was.
Mr. Dunk says, I tried to turn Finatra into the new Yablazak over RoboCho, but it didn't work.
Yeah, that probably wasn't going to work. Do we want to put move the needle?
I'm so far behind.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, what was you saying?
Oh my god.
Do you want to put move the needle on this thing?
Oh,
that's a great one.
That would be high, because that was beaten out of people who weren't even part of CG. They were told, if you say that, you're racist.
Similar to pencils down.
Yeah. Move the needle is a phrase that I've seen used outside of even comic books now, like in a broader culture war context. Like, so I think that does score very highly on this. I'm gonna put it out here. This is probably a bit higher. All right. Someone said something while I was typing. Another one. I've forgotten already what it was.
Pencils down.
Pencils down. That was it.
Oh,
that was Piper. I'm not taking the credit for that one, Piper.
I didn't know we were looking for that. Yeah. Oh, Tug's mailbox. That's true, dude.
Oh, Tug's mailbox.
Tug's
fucking
mailbox.
chef's kiss.
Yeah.
That's going in the poem. I actually crossed through a line.
Tug's mailbox. Oh shit! What did I do there?
What are you doing?
He trying to get Tug's mailbox. Just start opening stuff.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, Follow Rome should probably go in there. Yeah.
Did you see the clarification on that?
mailbox or on the?
Oh, the Fall of Rome stuff. Yeah, so Fall of Rome happened first. They kind of, and then we rolled right into the war campaign, CG breakup.
Yeah, that's like beef with the God Squad, and it like.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like the God Squad. I thought you were saying like those were really great people, really good at what they do. No, you're talking about like to Naples and Boyette
that's
and Miller. Yeah.
the meme name for all of those guys. Yeah.
They call themselves
people
gods.
saying about Kiwi Farms keeps coming up like on
yes. And I would love to thank all the people in Kiwi Farms that bring me up again.
Dude, Kiwi Farms gave me the best name for the stupidest drama. And I love it. And it was like the only time I'd ever been on there too.
No, I get told when I'm on Kiwi Farms, like I don't go all the way down there. Although there are some people who are really keeping track of CG.
Yeah.
Like dang near, well, not even dang near. They're probably officially like CG historians down in the farms. I just don't like it when they do dossiers on me. Like little old me.
I've been there once because I was told I should look, and so I looked once, and all I really saw was CG Hoedown, which is just the best name. I love it. Thank you so much. It really simplified it and kind of showed like, yeah, you know what? This is kind of like just a fucking cat. Like, this is so catty. Whatever. But that made it better, like them calling it that and then doing a little rundown, which was somewhat accurate. But the only other thing I saw on me at the time was getting credited for editing something I didn't edit that had like a mistake in it, and I was like, I didn't edit that though. And they're sitting there like, oh, she's such a good editor. Look at this. And I'm like, I edited. That's a story that happens in the back of the book that was done by a different group. I edited the book.
Mr. Dongs, of course, is from Kiwi Farms.
Yeah.
Says I called Vanessa half Karen, half sketch therapy.
Yeah, I read that. I read that, sir. And I really can't disagree with that, to be quite honest. especially like because he wrote that in like prime Furious V period. So like 2020, 2021. I've calmed down a lot.
Yeah. I got called on Kiwi Farms subhuman, which I thought was a bit harsh, to be honest. I thought that was a little bit harsh.
No,
remember when Kiwi Farms doxed your cat as well?
Yeah, and then they doxed my fucking cat as well. Leave the cat out of it, bro. The cat's just doing cat stuff.
Kiwi Farms is great people. Like I use Kiwi Farms all the time. It's great. It's like it's like an Akashic record for autism on the internet. Like people get obsessed with the one Comicsgate thread, like and there's thousands of threads. Like anything that you want to know about the internet, like some A-log is like recording everything. Like it's great.
I only been there once. That was enough for me.
Oh, this is a good one from Buzz Canna.
Yeah, the win streak that fucking, I guess, killed that fucking game.
Oh god, yeah, I forgot about that.
See, again, that CG time, that feels like 25 years ago.
Yeah. I believe you Americans were still trying to pull out of the Vietnam at the time. We were too busy with like the East German, West German situation to get involved with that. But
And you know what? In all things, we have to blame the French.
yeah, well, of course, at any time.
Well, I mean, Indochina, that used to be their colony. So, like, why are we helping you? Why don't you help you? You know.
Us help you, help you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everybody's like, "Oh, communism! If it gets a foothold in Asia, it's gonna spread everywhere. It's gonna spread its wings and its testicles all over the place." I told you. We're gonna redistribute.
And America lost both of those wars, and it trying to stop the spread of communism in
I knew somebody was going to say it.
No, the Korean War was a ceasefire. Effectively, if you look at the history of Korean War, South Korea was almost
technically still at war.
Pushed them right back.
Yeah.
America pushed them right back. South Korea was done. America pushed them right back and saved 40 or 50 million South Koreans from being communists. So I salute you on that one. But the Vietnam,
did you see?
See you later, and buggered off and left the Americans to it. And that's the French's fault on that. They shouldn't have done that. It's wrong of them. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting a bit history heavy here. Carry on.
Oh crap! You actually put that down on there.
Yeah. We don't have to talk about it. It's if you know, you know, and it's that kind of a thing.
Yeah, it'd probably be kind of low down there now.
Oh yeah,
that's a good suggestion.
That's a good one.
Was that the one where he peed in the jar?
No,
I just remember him sleeping.
If you put that, then put CG Hoedown. You got to.
Oh wait, that's already on there. Look, it's right next
CG
to it.
Hoedown's in there.
I was not. I was reading the chat. Nice.
That was such a fun stream though, because he was like sleeping in his chair. The chat, we were talking amongst ourselves. We're like, "Hey, is he okay?" Yeah. People were like giving play-by-play. Then his girlfriend came in. You're still online. How do I turn this off?
You know, if we're doing funny streams, though, then I think the Ethan chair stream should make it on there. It's not because it was a chair stream. It's the fact that he made, like, a fuck ton of money and didn't know he was streaming. He was getting a fuck ton of money in super chats to his chair.
Hail the chair.
Yeah.
Hail, brother. Hail.
No.
I do have a confession
I
about
need to
that.
find me a chair that'll make me some serious.
You want to hear a confession? I've been holding on for a long time about that.
What?
You know the Twitter account, Ethan's Chair?
Yeah.
That was me.
Do you still have that?
No, it's gone now, but that was me.
That was so cute.
It's actually the official CG UK account now.
We changed it.
Nice. I did not know that.
Yeah, that was me. I jumped on it. We were at weirdly, Charlie and I were at a wedding, and I was watching something, and I went, you know what? I'm just going to make up an account. I was sitting there while everybody was sitting down. We were having dinner, and I was just like, "Yep, I'm Ethan's Chair now. I've never done it before. It was amazing." As a chair, I was like, "I am chair now."
Doug in the chat says the neocons never wanted to win, just make money. USA just stays, so we don't lose. Yeah, like military industrial complex stuff and it, buying votes for Boeing and stuff.
Stop talking about my job security like that.
Yeah, so we got anything else? Anyone got something to check on now?
Let's see here.
Well, there's bits on the kind of a little bit deeper type of thing, which people might not know about type of thing. I'm just thinking
Go
of.
on.
I'm just trying to think of anything. Yeah.
Wolf milk.
What?
Wolf milk.
Oh, wolf milk. That's a good one. No, I was just trying to think. They're probably so kind of CG UK based. Nobody would actually even remember. Like when we did that really good show with Von.
Oh yeah, the murder mystery
The
one.
murder mystery one, and that was possibly the greatest live stream ever done ever. When we all dressed.
Way to oversell it.
Well, you know, when we all dressed up as each other.
That was super funny.
That was the birth of Hans Cleanser as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, and Hans Cleanser, my German cousin Hans Cleanser, came about, and then weirdly 3 months later, COVID came around.
Oh yeah.
That was
So,
definitely his fault, his doing.
But I had to get into the bath in my pants. Do you remember the murder scene? I was Vanessa. Do you remember? Did you see this show?
I'm trying to remember.
It's the one. Sorry, Mark.
I was just gonna say you wouldn't forget, like if you saw it.
Yeah, it's the one where I'd been Hans Cleanser, my German cousin, who's a gay nightclub owner. He'd been murdered in the bathtub, but I'd stuck a wig down my pants. I was only wearing a pair of pants in the club and had the shower head wrapped around my neck like some kind of autoerotic gift.
Okay.
And all you could see was this huge bush of this wig coming out of my pants. It was really kind of, I can't believe it. It was back in the 80s, you know, as it is with CG. We used to do those things in the 80s. But yeah, that stands out for me anyway.
There was a great part where Charlie's London was being me, and it like and she taped like a sickle to her chest, like and draw it on her beard, and real funny stuff.
That's where the meta meme for you came from.
Well, no, like because I must have already been saying about meta for her to have like picked on that as a thing. Lots of likers as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I can't think, unless anybody's got anything in the chat.
Do you want to put Sumo Shane on this thing?
Oh yeah, that's a damn good. You know, my favorite Shane thing ties back to grab an ore or a pitter. When we've all been saying like grab an ore for 2, 3, 4 years or something, and then Shane comes along and he's just like, well, I'll grab 2 oars. If you've got 1 oar, you go around in circles. Yeah. And it was like, there's like thousands of us, and nobody like thought of that joke until that moment.
2 oars.
That's a really good one.
In the chat, they've actually come up with Shane Davis. Did Shane Davis meet Riley Reid, the porn star?
Yes.
I feel
at
like
a con. It was at a con. It was before he was in Comicsgate, but yeah, he met her.
I just remember that from a live stream. What about sorry, we haven't covered Cecil being rumbled by the dog walker.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
Fuck.
That's a super obvious one.
Yeah, that was gonna.
I'm definitely gonna have to move all this shit around a bit Like,
I think some shit can shift down.
Were you about to fix it in post?
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Fix this now, Tommy Mark.
I'll fix this now. Very funny. I think that the Cecil thing is quite a lot higher than some of these other things.
Do you want to put the Dynamite Fallout with CG?
Oh, that's a banger.
Yeah, because it was like before that happened, it was like dang near every CGer had some sort of cover with Dynamite.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's great. Thank you for bringing that up. So after that exploded, it meant no more Vampirella covers. And Dynamite also did some Daredevil books. They're one of the companies that rebooted them. So I made like
Here we go.
The last ever Comicsgate Vampirella cover. Like it's not Daredevil parody when it's like being all sexy. You can get that somewhere. I'm not sure where.
Yeah. The artist fell in a river and disappeared forever from that, didn't he?
Pardon?
The artist of that accidentally was pushed into a river and was never seen ever again.
Oh, yeah, he had a tragic ice pick accident.
Yeah, he fell over 5 times onto a pickaxe. Was never seen ever again, unfortunately.
Seems like an accident you'd have in Norway.
Yeah. Norway.
I've got more people showing up. Jolly Green's here. He says, "Hell, Vanessa." Screw the rest of us, but
yeah. The rest of y'all are okay. He wanted to hail me.
Yeah, that's what it was over, wasn't it? And what's his name? That guy who called Cecil did he call him a cunt? He called him something like that, something outrageous.
Yeah, he should have put that on the back of his book. Who was that? That wasn't Joe Glass, was it? No.
No, it wasn't Joe Glass. It's ironically the guy who fridged the Green Lantern's
Oh shit!
friend.
Now I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Something Mars.
Yeah, that's
Ron
it.
Mars.
There it
Ron
is.
Mars, yeah. Good work, go team. We did
I believe in us.
What about Cecil's Robbie Rectum? Outfit. You know where he dressed up as Robbie Rectum? Because that guy showed his arsehole. Sent a picture of his arsehole.
Oh my god, that guy!
Yeah.
That should be on there. Yeah.
Robbie Rodriguez it is, and who sent the picture of his anus to.
I almost forgot about that. That was so
goodness.
fucking. What the fuck, nasty.
That was when CG
I think
was
that's
so
less famous than Fix This. Pardon?
That was when CG was so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do better with fighting an enemy that's outside of us.
Yeah, guns out instead of guns in.
Yeah. It's a
That's
lot more
always
fun
been
fighting
their
like the
philosophy.
mainstreamers.
Phil asks about the Pit Omnibus. I've put it all into Dungeoneers, like it's all one big thing. Yeah, hello. I was gonna say about Daddy Can't Rape Us All, but we already put the music on there.
There is
also...
sorry, carry on.
Oh, does the drama over the Cecil Pede count as a thing?
Oh, yes, we'll go back to that. Someone did mention that, like, but I just wanted to play this because what?
So he's just playing it for himself, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I don't
Okay.
hear it.
Yeah. Thank you, Vanessa. Like my co-hosts are happy to let me go for 11 seconds. Like,
I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
I'm trying to write a poem here, bro. I've got
And
other
I'm
things
always
to
assume it's just me. Always.
all right. Well,
Daddy can't rape us all. Daddy can't rape us all. Daddy can't rape us all tonight. Daddy can't rape us all. Daddy can't rape us all. Daddy can't rape us all. It ain't right.
all right, go on. Someone suggested the Cecil Pede cover thing. That's
Yeah. The drama that ended up around that.
That was WC, wasn't it?
yeah.
Is there that echo back, or you turned it off? You got to
No,
turn
it's
the
back.
sound off.
Yeah, I've done it. No. Maybe this is a bit lower. Another Liam thing that I thought of that I wanted to add on, because I made this connection much later, is remember when Liam said that his routers got hacked by Anonymous?
Yes.
Wait,
So
do we have I have lots of money and I'm good at sex?
We do not.
Please, we
do
have
not.
to have that on it.
Oh, that's
We
so
do.
bad.
Yes.
Oh, I remember that.
Yes,
Oh, my
we have
goodness.
to put that on it.
What's
You know what we wanted? Well, what I pitched to the chat before when Leroy was still around,
Oh my
because
God.
Jeremy is in construction, and when Liam was building his shack, I was like, "Hey, do you want to one day like EFAP this and be like, tell us what he did wrong?" And he was like, "That would just make me mad, Vanessa." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, so yeah, there's a million Liam things, but I wanted to mention this router getting hacked by Anonymous because I have a memory at the time of him saying like, "Oh, and they keep showing me all these people's DMs. Like, I can see people's DMs. I'm not supposed to." And then I later realized 8-9 months later that was a cover story for the fake NASA is a pedo DMs that got passed around like by him 8 or 9 months later. Like, check it out. The timeline lines up.
You're just adding more. You're just sparking off like drunken synapses in my mind about things
Right.
what happen.
Remembering more stuff.
I know, right? Can we put Piper shaving her head bald?
Oh
Oh,
shit!
yeah.
What about that?
I actually forgot that was a thing. Yeah.
The shaved stream.
Oh my goodness. Because that was during the Peregrine closeout, right?
Yep. That was because of a stretch goal. The shit I
Yeah.
did, man. I'm so salty. Sorry. I'm so fucking salty.
Because I remember that was like one of the first times I super chatted in Comicsgate. I was like, "Here's $10 for the wig." My God.
Chat did buy me the first wig.
And we later sold your hair in the anti-art auction. Remember?
Oh yeah, because I was sitting there like, look, I grew it myself. That counts. That counts as making it myself. Dyed it too. It had purple in it.
I believe that was the only thing which ever sold as well. Who did that sell to? Super fan.
Crap. I know
just
who, but it's on the tip of my tongue right now. I don't know. Neff.
In reference to what Phil's saying, that's all Patrick drama. That is like, because I'm looking at it.
I've got a couple. If you want them.
Go on. Yes, we're running out of space. I'm running out of time. So let's.
Okay.
Let's be.
I've got a CGUK one, or you want? Okay, CGUK one is when we did the 12-hour stream for your book.
And Gilmore shaved a rat. That's where you're going. Isn't it?
Oh yeah.
And it went down, and I believe that rat was actually called Ratfamous.
That's yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, to bring in old Renfamous into it. It was
I
very
think
slick.
they will. I'm gonna put Renfamous's belt on here.
Oh yeah.
No, that's a bit too mean. I'm just gonna put a name. But that's like an outside thing, isn't it? Like
That's a
above
long way. Yeah, that's further down. I've got a couple of others. If
Go
any, has anybody else got any?
I'm thinking.
Okay, I've got. I saw it earlier in the chat. Kelsey with his. Do you watch Star Wars? Star Trek, and it to Anna, and then he's going, "I'm not a nerd.
Oh yeah.
I'm not a nerd." Or NASA murdering a kitten and telling the story of him murdering a kitten.
Oh man.
And we never got to the bottom of if that was a joke or not a joke.
Ooh. Maybe just kick Nassers would be one of them.
Kick NASA.
Yeah.
I'm not a nerd. Thank you, Zaid.
Yeah. What have you missed? Oh, almost all of it. Yeah. Any final ones?
I've got one more. Unless anyone else got anything.
I mean,
Let me
I
just
got
quickly
one.
check my notes.
Do you want me to go, Yan? Are you ready yours?
No, you can go.
You got one. Do it.
All right. The Shane Davis post Graveyard Shift 3 stream.
Is what? Sorry, a train went past when.
All right. So the Shane Davis post Graveyard Shift 3 closeout stream.
Uh-huh.
When he was drunk and just went off on who the heck was it? Not Mark Brooks. The dude that did freaking the Batman stuff.
Sean Gordon Murphy.
Yeah, he was going off on him, and then Kelsey came in and was instigating. Leroy was trying to get Shane to turn it off. And the thing is, he did that so late at night that I didn't see it. So what had happened was, so he privated the stream, and I didn't have a chance to see it. So Yanzi was messing with his account one day, and I guess they were trying to figure out YouTube. Like, this was when Shane first joined Comicsgate. So she took all his videos down, and he was like, I don't want you to take all the videos down. So she put all the videos back up. So there was like videos of him doing like Muay Thai from like 8 years ago and stuff like that. And that stream came back up, and I watched it. And I was like, oh yeah, this was it was like this was bad, but this is hilarious. That's when I found out that Kelsey's kind of an instigator.
Interesting. That you saw it from back then. That you saw it back then. That's interesting.
Yeah, I must have missed that one. Oh, we got a comment from fucking Twitch. Stalin did nothing wrong. You're right. Who the heck are you? Oh, that's the bot. Oh, I've got a bot.
You got a bot.
I was
Yeah,
saying
you
they want the pit omnibus thing to be separate, but I just think it's like more recent and not all that funny. So we're not like really going down memory lane on that yet because it's pretty recent.
Give it about 3 years or 15 years. I don't know how CG years work.
CG years next year.
Well, next year, but it's going to feel like at least 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're already in 2045 now.
Yeah.
By the end of this fucking stream, we will be. Oh.
Right. I've got nothing left. I just need to read through this. This list is crazy, but it might be quite entertaining.
Just checking my notes. Oh, there's two. I have two more things actually that I want to put on. Sorry.
Poor you.
One of them is the information that Anna eats dirt.
Oh yeah, Anna eats dirt.
Oh goodness.
Really something.
She probably has an iron deficiency. Like you could take a vitamin for that.
Too much sugar. That's what that is.
Too much. And then the other thing that the other thing that I wanted to put on there was Bancroft's hands.
Oh yes. Oh my god. I remember that stream. What are those?
We didn't even cover any of the Australian stuff, like Bancroft with his wife, where he's sitting there doing something, like flancing around in a shirt, and his wife's mowing the lawn.
That was in his CG wrestling thing, wasn't it? What's that called that 6am does with his buddies? What's the actual name for it? Is it just called wrestling?
Yeah. That is fun.
I think this is the beginning where at some point we need to sit down and run through and make an actual history of all this stuff. It's going to be
I
like...
would not want that job.
like the bloody the Dead Sea Scrolls by the time it's finished.
All right. We're pretty full up. I need to do a lot of rearranging. Let's think of like what's one thing that we can put at the end, like as you know, the deepest, darkest secret or whatever, and then wrap it up like, and we won't talk about whatever it is.
Ooh,
like what's something that we don't talk about? Oh, I'm gonna put books, but it doesn't go there. It doesn't go there, does it? Like the truth is,
at the very top. That would be like the very top.
Really
Yeah, because that's man. I swear, the moment so in particular EVS, if he ever figures out how to be timely, like that would be checkmate, friends. That would be like, what are you going to say about this man as far as his product? Like, there would be nothing. Well, maybe the writing.
All right, you've just reminded me of another thing that they say about us that would be up here as well, which would be bigots.
Oh, the istinphobes.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
but istinphobes. Sexist, racist.
I haven't got enough room for this on the page.
All right, let's call it then. Anyone have anything they want to say before we hand it to Jan to wrap it up?
Zinger.
I don't know. I'm getting tired.
Well, let me just say this, and the people who watch my show who are over here knows that this is probably going to happen. So we're now in the UK's electric streets, and they have a king for the first time in a long time, and he's in the hospital, or as the UK says, he's in hospital for an enlarged prostate. Men, I'm telling you, you need to check your prostate. I don't want you going to the hospital. I just want you healthy and living a long life. And I don't understand what the issue is. That I want you to be healthy. I'm good.
So,
I'm done.
And also don't hit up or hook up with anybody called the eunuch maker.
Yeah, don't
unless you're looking for a custom coin purse.
yeah, avoid eunuch makers. I just want to remind people. So there is no. We're not doing a show next week. I've got to work at this time, which is gay. But there's already an episode of Comiccast out. Like, you can watch it here on YouTube, or you can listen to it on Spotify, which is what I would recommend. You know, like listen to it when you go to bed or when you're doing your commute or something. You know, like or I use Spotify on my phone for, you know, when I want to listen to something but also be on Twitter at the same time. Like, and you can't minimize YouTube or whatever. Go and do that. Go and watch that. The first one's out already. It's got Literature Devil and Ryan Roger Athay. That's it. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for coming. Jan, Piper, Vanessa. It was great to have you on for the first time. Even though it feels like that I've talked to you before, that's how good the chat is. The show that Vanessa runs. Go and subscribe to that as well. You ready, Jan?
Just reading through the last couple of things. Give me 2 seconds so I can get the cadence right. Bear in mind, it's like an emergency, like the poem that I'm doing on the fly. Yeah, I think I am ready. Okay, I'll skip the last two lines. It's the found poem from the show. Danger Vanessa is here. They tried a 5-day week, but it's too spicy for real life. That's the underboob. Apparently, cutting off testicles is illegal. Is it the twig and berries? So his balls wouldn't drop because of lack of testosterone. Oh, great. What do we do? Talk about on this show? Are you familiar with the iceberg meme? Oh, hello. Pulled out a plastic bag to steal kumquats, put a drop shadow on them. It was highly contested in 2020. I have a lecture at my house and it's fucking stupid. Fix this now, Ethan. The Zach Wade lawsuit. Just say his name. Donny Cates' phone call. That haircut was awful. Joe Rogan would have loved him. Mayonnaise on Ribbit coin. Needs to bring that back. Mark Bard did a third one. Too soon? Just chopping my dick off. Hey, Mike. Preston Holter. The dark roast, just for men. Mr. Dong says, why don't you make the background bigger? Tug's mailbox. Kiwi Farms gave me the best name. I don't go all the way down there. Mr. Dong is from Kiwi's Farm. They dox my cat. We have to blame the French. How do we turn this off? Grab 2 oars. Cecil caught by the dog walker. Dynamite fallout. This happens in Norway. Robbie Rectum? Piper shaving her head. Shaving a rat? I'm not. There's a weird. Sorry about that, Piper. It's just.
That's fucked up.
I'm not a nerd. NASA killed a kitten when Shane joined. What have I missed? Anna eats dirt. Bancroft's hands. We got to do some rearranging. It's probably going to happen. Good night.